Hi, everybody. How y'all doing today?
Hey,
Hope everyone's having a good day and had a good week. And
hey
what?
guys,
And Boo's bugging me.
put him on your lap.
He's being unusually clingy lately. I think he knows something's up.
Huh?
Do you know something's up? He's like, yeah.
Probably,
So,
yes.
yes. So, yeah, it's been hectic getting the house ready. It's going up Thursday. So,
Guys, I've seen the pictures of our house. It is spit shine polished.
yeah, it took a lot. We busted our
I
collective
think that's
butt.
like military precision spit shine.
Yeah, so we're hoping it sells like the first 2 days, so I don't have to keep it in that way. Even though I don't know how I would, people with kids, like my kids were little, I don't know what I do, like want to ship them off to grandma's house until it's sold or something. But
I don't know.
so it's bad enough with just a husband and a dog. Um, Anyways, just say hi to everybody. Hi, Bora Bora. Thanks for coming. A light worker. Hi. Heavenly blessed honey. A
Hello,
gatekeeper.
heavenly blessed honey.
Sounds kind of soothing. Hi, Carl. How are you?
Hi, Carl.
Hi, Pooja. Nice to see you. Viviani. Hi, Viviani. How you doing?
Hey, Viviani.
And let's see. Hi, Jen. Jen Bowles is here.
Hi, Jen
Randy.
Bowles.
Rossi. Hi, Rossi.
Rossi. Hey, Rossi.
Jinx X is here. And Iva is here. Welcome. Hi, Sally. Sally's here.
Hey, Sal.
And T-Lyn is here. And thanks everyone for coming. If you want to put your questions, yeah, it is a lot of prep work for a house. It is exhausting. I don't want to own any more houses. So
I'm telling you, her house looked like they got down on their hands and knees and spit into the rag and shined it. It is shiny. It is really beautiful.
yeah, well, we put that stuff on the floor and liquid gold all the woodwork and literally buffed it. It's like and cleaned it and Windexed it and spit shined it to an inch of its life.
It's really beautiful, and her house has a lot of charm on the outside and on the inside. So whoever gets it is going to be really lucky. So everybody prayed that the right people get it. Of course they will.
Yes. That the very first day they'll come, they'll see it and go, we love it. Offer me what I want, and bam, done.
Yeah, it's really, really beautiful.
Yeah. So, but yep, it's going up. I still haven't gotten the pictures from the real estate agent, so we'll have to see. Hopefully, I'm sure they turned out okay, but they came last week and took all the pictures and
I
everything.
don't think they're going to send it to you. They're just going to put them up.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, he said he'd send me the listing first, so I'm kind of anxious to see what it's like, but he hasn't done it yet, so we'll see. But anywho, so if anyone wants to put questions in the chat, put capitals and emojis, so I see them. And also, I figure if you just had any general spiritual questions, your experiences, need some advice, anything like that, throw it out there. We could have a nice community chat. Everyone in the chat is always so good with answers on people's questions or their dilemmas or, just their spiritual experiences or if they've seen things, odd things, it's always what we can come up with is always helpful. So if you have anything. So
yeah, Sally, what have you seen odd lately?
Yeah, really.
Yeah, so Cheri and I missed the meeting, and we haven't gotten a replay of it.
Yeah, I literally that night I crashed because that was the night that they came and took the pictures, and I literally me and Sam and all of us were up for like 30 some hours getting the house ready. So I was like dead to the world. I was zonked. So, yeah. And let's see.
Yeah, I was on a meeting with the mediums, and so I forgot. So pony up, girls. What happened?
Yep. Let's see. I'm just going to X some questions here. Let's see.
You know, Val's got some classes coming up. I signed up for the mediumship, even though I took mediumship 3 years ago. It always helps to, you know, get more practice and learning. But I think, doesn't she has all kinds of classes going on.
Yeah, she does. You want to see? Say hi. Someone requested to see Abu.
Hey, Boo.
Say Boo. You want to say hi?
Hi, Boo.
He's like, I don't know. Are you like camera shy? I guess he's a little camera shy. So there you go. Let's see. I think I got everybody's question. So it's hard to describe, Sally said.
Oh wow, I can't. So I guess I'm gonna have to send her an email and tell her to send out that replay.
Yeah. So there we go. So anyways, so let's see what we got here. Who was opening the records today? Me or you? I forgot already.
That would be me.
Okay.
That would be me.
You'll have to excuse me for the next couple weeks.
Okay, so this is the prayer protection. We are surrounded by pure white light of divine source. We ask Archangel Michael to protect and guide us. We call forth all of our angels, guides, beings of light, and Akashic Records masters to assist us now to receive information of the highest truth, the highest frequency of love and light, allowing us to receive exactly what we need for our greatest good and the greatest good of humanity. So now we're going to open the records. So everybody take 3 deep breaths. Inhale deeply. Hold. And release out of your mouth. And inhale deeply. Hold and exhale through the mouth. One more time. Inhale deeply. Release through the mouth. We open ourselves to the light, and with this light, we open ourselves to our truth. And with this light, we open ourselves to our soul's purpose. And with this light, we open ourselves to be guided towards our highest good and the highest good of all in divine love. And so everyone in the chat and Cheri and myself is giving the truth to best serve us on our healing journey into the love and acceptance that is most beneficial for us in this moment. So I'm going to say that twice silently. And with this light and guidance, we unlock the energy field of everyone in the chat and Cheri and myself to receive the records of our souls. The records are now open.
Okay. As I'm trying not to bust out laughing because the dog is staring at me like he's looking into my soul here.
You can laugh. Laughter is good. You know, the Akashic Records masters make us laugh all the time. Okay. What's up first?
Okay, let's see here. Okay, here's Sally. I have such a problem with the heat. It started when I was in the Army, wondering if there is a past life connection.
Okay, so explain that a little bit, Sally. Like your body gets hot and then it makes you uncomfortable, or I don't really understand that question. Makes you sick?
Have a hard time dealing with the heat?
Okay, so we'll look at that, but my advice in the beginning is like keep a big old thing full of ice and sip on it constantly. And the cold ice water will help you to regulate your body temperature. So, but let's ask. Cheri?
You did have a life though where you lived in the desert, like. I don't know if that is relating to it, but they're showing me like trekking through the sandy Sahara.
Okay, I can see that too, Cheri.
Huh?
I can see that too.
But you were alone. I don't know if you were lost or.
But I don't know why that would bring
Yeah, I don't know.
forward. That's not something that I think is from a past life.
No, but you did have a life in the heat where you were stuck in it before. I do think you were, I don't know if you were lost or exiled or something, but you were out in the desert, and I think you didn't make it back from the desert.
So I don't think it has anything to do with the past life. I think it's
Yeah, she can't stay outside long, she said.
you are so galactic. I don't know if you want to hear this or not. You're so galactic that your human body doesn't know how to regulate heat, but your galactic body does.
That makes sense.
It's almost like you're a power center, like almost like a battery. Your body is like a power center, like a battery, and it gets hot. I've never said this before in my life, sound like ever. So yeah, you're an energy power center. That's so. If you get really really hot, and I would ask your galactic brothers and sisters to like turn it down a notch. But physically, just carry that around a big thing of full of ice and sip on it constantly. If you're sipping on ice water that's ice water constantly, it'll help your body to stay cooler.
Mm-hmm. She wants to know if she needs to wear her galactic suit.
Maybe so.
Maybe.
Honestly, all you have to have is the intention. Have the intention of the galactic suit. Okay, guys, I need my galactic suit.
Right, exactly.
But just have the intention. It'll work.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it will.
Mm-hmm. It'll work.
Okay.
I promise. But it's not a past life. It's not that.
So. Let's see. Randy, why do I keep getting called to Sedona and Mount Shasta? Those are like really big galactic. I think to connect, but also there's grounding energy. The energy of it will be grounding for you too. the energies of those areas are more aligned with you. I get the feeling like they're almost rejuvenating also. That's a big part of it. They're rejuvenating energies for you.
Yeah, I agree. They're rejuvenating. I think you've lived before in Sedona, and being there will fill you with joy and happiness and energy that you need.
Mm-hmm.
So I would visit if you can. And if you can't, in your mind, go visit.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can visit in your mind.
Right. It's the connection to the energy source in that area. It's really rejuvenating to your soul and your spirit and your body and everything. It's home. And it does. It renews you. It's going to refresh you. It's going to and also help heighten your connection to the galactics. So, but that's why you're drawn to that area.
I would do that. But if you can't, visit in your mind.
Right.
For sure.
Yeah.
In a meditation.
Mm-hmm.
And as often as you want to. You can do it every day.
Right. Exactly.
And that's another way to manifest too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, manifest yourself there.
Using your imagination to put yourself in a place, and you do it over and over and over again, eventually you're going to get to the place.
Right. And also it went out of my head. It's you're being drawn there for that reason. So you connect, so you get that rejuvenating energy. That's why they're calling you there for a purpose. They want you to go there to get those rejuvenating energies to help restore you, to ground you, to fulfill that connection you have to both your galactic and Earth and everything. If that makes sense. So, okay. So I hope that made sense to you. Let's see. What is the best way or path to use my gifts?
Hey, Rossi. Well, the first thing is intention. Like, even if you're like not going out and doing a show or healing people, or even doing Reiki sessions online, have the intention to heal the people that need healing. And once you have that intention, and also it'll help to connect to the galactics, it just starts happening, because all those every person has so many helpers. So if you just send the intention of them being healed or helped, then everybody goes into like overdrive and helps the person. Does that make sense at all?
Mm-hmm. The best way to use your gifts is just however, you feel called to, because they're going to direct you in the way they want you, in what you want to make you happy. It's a twofold thing. Whatever's going to make you happy, and that in that way you're going to be putting out that gift and those energies to the people that need them. It's going to put you in contact to it. So if you follow your dreams, your heart, you're going to be where you need to be to help those you need to help in the way you need to help them. And people often think that you need to be this huge thing to do healing. And sometimes it's not. It's just a matter of transmitting the healing energy to someone, or the light codes to someone, or something like that. It could be as little as that. So they're going to, if you follow your heart desires, are going to put you where you need to be to fulfill your path.
So Rossi, what makes you the most passionate? But that would be the way to go.
She sends Reiki right now to people who need it.
Okay, so so that's good. So what I was going to say is, like, sit in your body and pull in all the white light, pull in all the energy, and then all the love and healing, and send it out. send it out to whoever, and just the intention is whoever needs it the most, where it needs to go, where the love needs to go, where the healing needs to go. And you're like this, I'm going to say the same thing, like this energy burner of healing, and just send it out, and it's going to go where it needs to go.
Mm-hmm. Right. I always say I take in the energy and then I send it out to earth to where it's needed for the greatest and highest good of humanity. So send it out to where it's needed the most and let the universe decide kind of for the highest good.
So that definitely works. So, but whatever, like, you are led to, then that's, that's the path to follow.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I was just checking to see if there's any. Okay. But yeah, you're on the right path. You're doing the right thing. Just follow your heart and you'll be fine. I truly believe that.
Yeah.
So, here's Puja. Any message from spirit that is important for me at this time?
Go ahead, Cheri.
Wait, sorry. I keep hearing noise and I don't know if you guys
No.
can hear it. It's distracting.
Puja, I'm just getting that they are surrounding you with light and love. Like you are being surrounded by light and love, and you're protected, and they adore you. Your spirit guides and angels.
It's almost like they're waiting. They're protecting you while you make your choice. They're waiting for you to decide on what direction you want to take your life. And they're ready to assist you with whatever you decide.
But the light and love is like flooding in.
Right. They're like holding the space until you get there for you. They're waiting. It's all up to you. Whichever way you decide to go, they're holding the path for you. So this is kind of like a moment of transition for you, just to decide where you want to go, what you want to do next. So just ask them if you for guidance or whatever, but they're holding your way. So it's like it's wide open for you right now. If that makes sense. Is that what you got?
So I'm just getting there, like flooding you with love,
right.
Like flooding you with love. Yeah. So you can do anything you want.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Whatever you want. So just follow whatever you decide, that's what they're saying. So they're just like, we're holding the space until you make your decision. So, okay. Let's see. We have Heavenly Bless. What and where and please and thank you. Is there a past life with Rossi? Okay.
Well, I'm immediately getting yes. You were family. When do you get Cheri?
Yeah, I don't know if this is. I heard it, how do you say that? You had a life in Romani? How do you say that?
Oh. Okay, that's not a place, that's a town, isn't it? A time.
Yeah,
Romani.
like
Like the Roman Empire?
Like not gypsies, but that type of traveling. You had a life like that together. Where you traveled, you were nomads in a tribe of nomads. But you were family in that life. I don't know if you're picking up that, but
so first I got sisters, and I didn't want to say it, but I do think you're like close soul family, and you've come back many, many times together. So one life is sisters, one life is mother-daughter, one life is brothers. But yeah, you're definitely soul family, and you've been here many times together.
Right.
And sometimes when you meet your soul family, you're like, I don't think I liked you in that past life. It's not always like, great, but usually it is great. Usually it is.
Usually. Right, Jenny?
Yeah, usually it is. But, I met one person. Yeah. Well, I met two people that I knew before. I'm like, no, we did not get along. So, but I do think that you guys did get along.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you did get along.
And I'm seeing horses. Like, for some reason, there's horses.
Mm-hmm. They traveled with the horses because they were nomads, so they traveled in the like a wagon train type thing. But this would have been. I'm trying to think.
That's a long time ago.
It was a long time ago.
A
couple hundred years ago, about maybe, or 150 years ago.
So the Romany.
I just heard Romany, and then they showed me that and being nomads.
So, who in the chat knows when the Romany time was?
So, Bedouins. Yeah, the Bedouin. Yeah, very similar to Bedouins. Yeah, in the dress, it would have been similar to Bedouin type tribe, but I think a little bit brought forward, like not ancient. It could have been Bedouins, but this would be more of I'd say the 1800s or 1700s, not like in the 500s Bedouin type.
So I'm seeing everybody around like a campfire, and you guys are like preparing the food and keeping everybody safe and healthy and well around the campfire. So you're
Romania type. Yeah, right, Carl. Like Romania, like
you're cooking.
Yeah, more European maybe then.
Definitely European. Absolutely.
Yeah, because Bedouins were more Middle Eastern, like I think the Bedouin tribes, they were more like Middle Eastern, and then this was like north of that. So, but it's close in the way the type of life was close.
Yeah. So even yeah, I do think you were family, but even if you weren't family, if you were in the tribe,
you were like family.
Yeah.
Right.
And I don't see any. I'm sure there are, but I don't see any children. I don't see children around.
No, in this life, yeah, you were two girls. You were older. Like I see you as teenagers.
Yeah.
So.
How fun is that?
Yeah, that would be fun. So
how do you guys feel? Like, so I would want to know. Like,
said always a bit of a gypsy. It resonates. So yeah, I think it was very that type. So okay, so let's see. Okay. Okay. Well, this really, I don't know if the Akashic Record Master is really
Okay. I've already heard somebody else answer this, Laurel, so we don't need to answer this question. It's already been answered. And the answer was be careful.
Yeah. Okay.
It was be careful, but also it was, you're going to probably find what you're looking for, but be really careful that you don't hit a power line or something.
A pocket or something.
So this was Terry Suzuki, did the reading of this question, and she said, be very careful.
Okay.
So yeah, there are safety concerns.
Yeah, I would go with what Terry's. I would go with what Terry
It was
said.
Cheri and Allie.
Okay. I'm sure Terry was right on the money.
They both said you're probably going to get what you're looking for, but you have to be really careful. Like, find out if there's any gas lines, find out if there's any power lines going underneath that house. You have to know where exactly you're digging, because if you hit something wrong, it's going to go really, really bad.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So that's what they said. I'm going with it.
Yeah, that's how I feel too. I feel that it's proceed with caution.
Carl, it's not fair for you to ask us when you've already asked this question of Cheri and Allie. So that was the same question.
Okay.
Even though we still love you.
Yeah. Sometimes you just have to go with it and just.
I don't know. So let's talk about it a little bit more. Have you ever done like the finger thing like Cash Peters does? Like, I do this all the time. If I'm going to eat something or anything, I'll say, is this okay? And then if it's okay, so you do this finger together and this finger together, and then you interlock them, and you say, is this okay? And then you pull it. And if it's okay, it stays strong. And if you say, is this okay? And it's not, it'll go straight out. Maybe do that in every single square area of where you're going to be digging. Ask, is this okay? First of all, find out. I know there's a military person involved and he's passed. But if it's a military thing, like what if it's I don't want to say a bomb.
Unexploded bombs or ordnances.
What if it's a thing that's gonna, like a, like when you throw it, a grenade. What if it's a grenade? Right. You don't want to be digging and hit the grenade.
Right. And I think the proceed with caution is right. And sometimes spirit doesn't always tell you everything you want to know all the time before. Some things are not meant to be said also. And I think what Cheri got was right, because that's what I got, to be careful. And I got more of, there's going to be there could be like a pocket of methane or a pocket of something that you're going to hit. You could hit something. So to be careful. And I don't totally feel like comfortable saying like, oh, you'll be fine, whatever, because there's no matter what in life, there's always the risk when you're doing something like that, always. So you always have to proceed with caution. And I think the bigger thing here too, Carl, you need to start listening to your own intuition. You really do, because that's going to be the most helpful. If you can start becoming in tune to yourself and not rely on others, you'll be able to get better guidance. And because then, if you're getting a gut feeling as you're going and you can feel it, then you might say, hey, wait, I got it. So if you start trusting yourself and start really doing some work with yourself and your own connection to spirit, you're going to be much better off in situations like this than you are talking to us.
And if there's a risk of danger, is it worth it?
Right.
Is it worth it? Is it worth you blowing yourself up or blowing up the house?
Right.
Is it worth it?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you have to listen to your gut, listen to your stomach, listen to what your body's telling you, and proceed very, very slowly and carefully.
Right.
Like just pretend there's a bomb down there or a landmine. Pretend there's a landmine there, and how careful you would be if you were walking around landmines. I mean, this is scary stuff.
Yeah. So I wasn't watching that too at all, because I haven't watched anybody. I hardly watch anybody on YouTube at all, especially lately. I've been like, trust me, I've been cleaning. I've been spit shining. So I haven't really been watching anything, but I felt that there was a certain thing of danger. But if Terry Suzuki said something, I would purely go with what Cheri said because I trust her implicitly.
Yeah, she said caution, extreme caution.
There's certain people that if, you know, you hear something from, you just go with it because, you know, she's very in tune.
Don't just like, you know, I know you want to find out what's down there. I know what you said to Terry and Allie. I know, but is it worth your life?
Right. You got to weigh. Not, you know.
Yeah, only you can decide.
Right. But you will be better off if you can become in tune to, everybody does. If you can become in tune to yourself, you're much better off. Your gut is your best Geiger counter, so to speak.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like you're just like plowing forward.
Right.
And, you know, sometimes plowing forward is, I don't know, be careful.
Right. And sometimes we're not always meant to know the answers.
And we don't want to lose you.
Right. So just be careful. Entertainment purposes only.
Yeah, entertainment purposes only.
Okay, here's a gatekeeper. I would love to hear from the Akashic Record Masters if I had a past life in Crimea. So I'm not even Sevastopol was always been weirdly familiar.
So I'm getting that, yes, you did live there, and I don't have the timeline of that yet, but you worked for the government. And so first I got government employee, and then I got postal service. I don't know, that's what came through. But you were a government employee. And
Are you feeling it was somewhat concurrent or no?
what?
I'm wondering if it was somewhat concurrent with this life. I'm not sure.
I didn't get that.
Okay. But you grew old there. And
I got happy life, beautiful area, green grass, hills, happy family. Government employee, that's what I got, government employee. And you were a government employee your whole life.
but you definitely grew. Go ahead.
Which was a good job. It was a good job.
Maybe she had more than one life there. I don't know. But the life that for some reason they're showing me isn't. You picking up a man? I'm picking up an older woman.
No, I'm getting a man.
I'm getting a woman. An old woman.
Not a woman. Gosh,
For some reason, I'm getting an old woman that is walking just down the street and after having a long life. And this is more of in the city. So maybe there was two lives there. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times when you're happy in a place, you will reincarnate there or incarnate there many times.
Yeah, because you look like the classic babushka lady, if you know what I mean, with the babushka on, with the older. And I think, no, it was a little bit more in the past because the coat looks more, it's modern, but it looks more of 1940s or 50s. But you were an older lady walking down the street after a nice, fulfilled, long life, and you there.
Yeah,
so I think you had more than one life.
was really happy and fulfilled, and you were a man, and so
Mhm.
yeah, you keep going back there because it's a happy place,
Right.
and you've probably been there more times than that.
She loves babush. She said, well, a postal worker would definitely have known the area, and she loves babushkas. But that's for some reason I just saw you had that you're walking and
So again, I would do a meditation and put yourself there
mhm.
and see where it leads you, see where you go,
Right.
because you
And
can absolutely do that.
you could have had a dozen lives there or more in
Yep,
every possible way.
absolutely.
If it's someplace that you like I was told I had a gazillion lives in Victorian England
Yeah.
and different places. And Jenny's had a bunch of lives in
I've
certain
had
areas.
several lives in up the coast of South Carolina and Georgia.
Right. So
Several, like
me too.
like many.
I think I know
I keep coming back because I like it.
right.
So
So
you
yeah.
could keep going back there.
Mhm.
And all I see is like really green, like rolling hills, but you had a steady, good job and a family, and you were happy.
Mhm. And like
So
this showed, yeah, you had a good, nice, long life.
yeah,
So
so
there you
yeah,
go.
try
Yeah.
that meditation and get back to us.
Yes. Let us know.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Okay. Will the spirits around me reveal themselves soon? Hearing, smelling them around. I've been verbalizing boundaries.
So, what boundaries are you verbalizing?
Right. And do you want to see them? Is a question too. Are you putting off don't come by me vibes? I don't want to see you vibes, then you might not ever see them.
I mean, if you're putting boundaries, then they're not gonna
Right. They might
show up.
not.
Mhm.
Yeah. And sometimes even when you do smell, sometimes it might not even be, it could just be an ancestor sending you a message of if you
So I bet
smell.
these are family members, ancestors.
Yeah, that's what you got.
Yep.
Me too. That they're sending you, that they're thinking of you, or they're sending you a message, or they're sending you love.
And support, like the kind of
Like it's almost like the
kind of
angelic highway. They're sending you messages, some of them through the angelic highway, if that makes sense.
yeah. So I want to talk about the verbalizing boundaries. So if it makes you afraid, or if your boundary is like, don't bother me before 10 a.m. and you can talk to me until 10 p.m., that's a good boundary.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what your boundaries are. Can you put it in the chat? What are your
Right.
boundaries?
Yeah. Let us know what kind of boundaries are you putting up there.
Honestly, if I had my family members contacted me so I could hear them and smell them, I would be happy as a freaking lark. I'd be jumping up and down and going, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes.
So, I mean, seriously, I would.
Mm-hmm.
Most people, they want to hear from their family members.
Right. So just sometimes when you see things or hear things, it doesn't necessarily mean it's like a ghost or, it doesn't always, it could be just, family members sending love or sending a message or sending support or stuff like that. So yeah, let us know. We'll get back to
Okay.
you.
So the question is, will the spirits around me reveal themselves soon? If you're putting boundaries, no, they won't.
No.
That's the answer.
Right. And these might not even be, some of these, I think they're just not something to be seen either necessarily, all of them. There's some of it is just like I said, family members sending love and support.
So I went to the airport in Atlanta one time, and as Susan Lynn says, and this is the truth, a ghost can hitch a ride with you.
Mm-hmm.
they can get in your car and go home with you. So I took a ghost home from Atlanta, from the airport, and I didn't know it until I'm sitting in my bedroom, and I knew there was somebody sitting in the chair beside me, and I'm like, I just knew it. And I said, well, I'm going to go to sleep, but if you're not my family member, you need to leave.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my boundary. If you're not my family member, you need to leave. So I woke up the next morning, and I happened to know a psychic who could see ghosts. I can't see them. I can feel them, but I can't see them. And I went to her shop, and I said, you see a ghost around me? And she's like, no, there's no ghost around you. And she said, but I do see a ghost walking down the sidewalk in front of the store. And I'm like, okay, maybe.
Yeah, you never know. But that's a good boundary. If
you get an errant ghost that came in the car with you, they only can come in the car with you, right? According to Susan Lynn. If they're coming from somewhere else, they can hop in the car and come with you. They don't just. Yeah, I don't remember the ground, but I know that they have to leave when you say to leave. Yeah. So I said, if you're not my family member, you need to go. Mm-hmm. So once I woke up, there was no more ghost. Mm-hmm. But if it's a family member, that's a whole different story. Right. Right. Yeah. Because how do you feel about it, T. Lynn? Yeah. She hasn't put anything up yet. I wish we could have, rolling conversations. I know, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah. Let us know, T. Lynn. Well, we can always get back to you on that. So I'll keep her starred. See if she comes up. Okay. I've been asked 3 or 4 times in readings if I'm going on a cruise. Do you know why? Probably because somebody has seen you going on a cruise. Or they see you traveling or something. We need to change that question. How will we change it? Is she going on a cruise? Yeah. I mean, are you going on a cruise, or do you want to go on a cruise? Do you want to travel? Are you hoping to go on a cruise? So that's really not an appropriate question, but I mean, that's the only thing I can think of, is that you're either putting out vibes that you are, or somebody's just seeing you, that there's something going on that you don't know about yet. Let's just ask our guides and see what they say. You want to do that? Okay. Okay. Let's do that. I'm getting like a wall. I got a wall. Mm-hmm. I just got, not everything's meant to be known. I got a wall. Yeah. I don't hardly. She said she was just wondering if it's anything significant. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that needs to be like a conversation. Yeah. Do you want to go on a cruise? Yeah, maybe you're sending out cruise vibes, or they just see you traveling and you don't know it. It's hard to say. Because that's not really an Akashic question. No, it's definitely not. That's like a psychic question. So that's the only thing I can think of, is maybe you're either putting out vibes for that, or they see you, there's a possibility of you traveling. And you just don't know it yet. Okay, so let's see. Yeah. Rossi said maybe you just need to have fun and go on a vacation. Maybe so. Mm-hmm. So, I just got like a wall. Mm-hmm. I'm still trying to get through the wall. I think it could be. Everyone in the chat, they're saying maybe she needs a vacation. They're trying to give her an idea to go on a vacation, and that very well could be. Said one reader said, my mother showed me in Greece. I was thinking a cruise around the Mediterranean, stopping in Greece. I was thinking that. Do you have?
I am a cruiser and have 2 scheduled, but there's a Mediterranean cruise with Suzanne Geisman I want to go on.
That's it.
There you go. You answered your own question.
Do it. If you have to cancel those other cruises, cancel them and do the Susan Geisman.
Yeah.
Do the Suzanne Geisman cruise.
Right. If they're
because you're going to meet all kinds of like-minded people. And does it go to Greece? Does it go to Greece?
Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to justify. She's trying to justify that cruise.
Okay. Just check. Okay. Cancel the other 2 and go on the Suzanne Geisman cruise, because you're going to meet all these people that are like-minded and your life will change.
I think they're giving you the hint because they want you to change your cruise. That's what it is. Yeah, that makes sense.
Change. Cancel those other 2 and have that money moved over to the Suzanne Geisman cruise. Absolutely. And I'm not a big fan of hers, I'll say.
I don't even know who she is. So.
Oh, I can tell you, but I'm not a huge fan, but she's a really good teacher. And this will change your life.
Right. So, I think that's it. With your mom telling you about Greece, that's a big clue.
You should have asked the right question. Like, you asked a different question. And then when we started digging in, we got to the real question.
Right,
Jackie? Mm-hmm. So if you can cancel those other 2 cruises and have that money moved over to the Suzanne Geisman cruise.
Right. I think that's what they were trying to
just
tell
go on
you.
the Suzanne Geisman cruise anyway, because it's going to change your life.
Right.
You're going to meet so many like-minded people. You're going to meet it will open you up in ways you can not even imagine.
Yep. That's what they were trying to direct you into.
You'll be a medium. You'll be everything. Do it.
There you go.
Thanks for that question.
Yep. Okay. Let's see. Here's one. I don't know if we'll make it through everybody's questions, but we'll see how far we get. But I don't think we'll make it through everybody's. Jazz, do I have any relation with ocean in my past life? Oceans scare me.
Sure, you take this one. Because I love ocean, so I'm not sure I can get it.
Okay. Well, I'll just go with it. I think you were in a submarine that sank. I think in the war. And so you might be afraid of that reason.
Which war? So she could have sank in a submarine that was during the Civil War. Get it? Can you get it, Cheri?
I think it's the early days of submarines. I want to say, because I'm hearing pig boat, and I think that's what they called them in World War I, isn't it?
Was it the Hunley? That's really early, the Hunley.
I don't know if it was the Hunley, but I'm definitely, it was early. So it was either World War I.
In the ocean, so yeah.
Yeah, and you were yeah, and when I think it's probably closer to, because I heard the word pig boat, I think it's the more World War I. And I want to say German too. I think because they look more, they don't look American. It looks more German or something. And it was in the early days, and it sank. And that's why you have a fear, but you need to let go of it, because that was then and this is now, and it doesn't equate. That fear is unnecessary right now. You need to let go of that fear.
So the ocean is very healing, very, very, very healing. Right. So maybe you could do a regression. I've done a regression and it worked. Mm-hmm. Or just ask your angels and guides to heal that. And we'll ask the Akashic Records masters to heal that too.
Right. Yeah, we'll heal that. Yeah.
Put that in the...
we will. I'll make sure I do that. So yeah, we'll definitely do that. But yeah, that
But
that's why.
Ocean is so healing, is so loving, is so wonderful. If you had a horrible, horrific death, yeah, you need to get past that.
But in this life, it was like you knew you were going down, but the death at the same time was instantaneous. If that makes sense. Like the fear came from the knowing, but not the death itself.
Well,
I know that sounds odd to say, but that's how.
No, they do say that when something like that is happening, they take you out of your body before it happens.
Right. So you didn't feel it. You knew it was coming, so you had the fear of knowing.
Knowing it was coming.
Right. That was where the fear came from, the knowing it was coming, not the actual death itself. So, but.
I'm sorry that you had that.
Yeah.
That makes me sad.
Okay. Yeah. But yeah, you didn't feel it.
No, you were gone by then.
And it actually even wasn't that long, the fear itself. It was more of a trapped fear, if that makes sense. You were more of because you were trapped and there was no escape type fear than it was anything else. And it wasn't even so much of the water, even. It was the trapped and knowing it was coming.
It wasn't even the water that did it. The water didn't do it.
Right. It was the pressure.
It was the war that did it.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right.
But I do understand that fear. I mean, I was afraid to death of flying, but I think I've finally been healed.
Yes, you have. Definitely. See, I love to fly, which is, yeah. Okay. Let's see. It's 8 o'clock. How many more? We have a few. Do you want to just?
How many?
Like 6. So
6?
we'll pick. Yeah, we'll pick with. Yeah, I know that's too far.
Maybe 2.
Okay. Let's see. Well, here's one. Jinx. She said she loves Michael Jackson as an artist since I was a kid, and I'm curious if it's something deeper, like he's a part of my soul tribe, or any other reason, like I was a devoted fan in a past life.
I get you're part of his soul family.
Me too.
I'm starting to hear like his songs, and then the movement and the dancing. So that means he's kind of here. Is that what that means?
I'm hearing this one song, and I don't know the name of it.
And I feel like crying. So when we feel like crying or we're laughing, we're really on it. Like, so that's true. You are a part of his soul family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Damn.
And he was a wonderful human being. He's a wonderful soul. What happened to him? That was like they were trying to throwing shade. That's not even close to it. I believe that they murdered him. Okay, I shouldn't have said that. Okay, only for
entertainment purposes only.
He is a great soul. And I do believe that he's gonna, if he's not now, he's gonna end up being an ascended master, and he might be an ascended master now. He's on that level, and I'm just getting really passionate about it.
I heard, yeah, Billie Jean lyrics. She says he's my son. So yeah, there's something there with that.
So I'm just going to.
Yeah, Billie Jean's now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So look up those lyrics because he's sending me those lyrics. That's the song.
So
yeah, I asked it a couple
family.
times, like, are you sure? And because, it's like, but yeah, you are.
He
and quite
is
close.
a really great soul.
Mm-hmm.
And
so you don't want me to sing it. Trust me, you do not.
How can I say this? The entertainment purposes only. The dark side wanted to stop his light.
Mm-hmm.
Entertainment purposes only.
Is only. Boo. Stop.
I'm just a psychic, a dumb psychic. Yeah, man. Okay. So, you can connect to him if you want to. When you're.
He's like right here. like he's right. Well, actually,
I got him too. I got him over here. So, which is really over here.
Yeah. And read the words. The reason he must be sending Billie Jean's song for you to look him up. So look up that song. So there must be a message in that for you.
So yeah, I would.
And I get the feeling you were many things to each other in many courses of lives.
Play some of his music and connect to him, and you can connect to him and like write down what you get.
Right.
That's, man, I can feel it in my chest too. In my heart, I can feel it.
Yeah. You're definitely connected.
That's big. That's big jinx. Big stuff.
And it's an easy, like it's it's like a very, I can't describe it. The connection's very synchronistic. It's like very smooth. It's very cohesive. It's very,
so he wants you to carry on now what he was doing in this lifetime. He wants you to carry on doing that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And if I was you,
tap into him.
With him and writing it all down.
Yep.
And so there's so much love in that soul. So much love came out of him.
Right. Yeah. Connect to him. Ask him
what he was here for. He came here to like spread the love.
Yeah. Ask him what he wants you. Yeah. Ask him what he wants you to do.
Right.
So I would definitely do that. So
that's amazing.
Yeah, that is.
For that question.
Yeah, that was. I was shocked by the answer, to be honest. I had to ask Spirit like 5 times.
Honestly, I'm, not
I have Thriller.
I don't know what you call it. But we got what we got. So
yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that was.
Entertainment purposes only, YouTube.
That's right. Entertainment purposes only. So T-Lynn got back to us and she said, Val told me my experiences are mediumship, woke up hearing baking, smelling. So even if it's mediumship, some people, even if they're a medium, don't ever see anything. They hear, they know, they smell, so mediumship can mean different things to different people. And then she said boundaries would be like, don't disturb in the bath. Don't wake me unless it's urgent. Basically be respectful.
Those are great boundaries.
Those are great boundaries.
I love it. Don't wake me up. Don't disturb me in the bath. That's great. That's perfect.
Right. Other than, what's his face woke my ass up to tell me something.
Or, you could be like, Susan, and she puts on a ring and she says, I'm open for business. And if the ring is off, she's closed for business.
Yeah. See, that's too much work for me.
You can't be, well, I usually have my rings on because I really do that, but I didn't do it today.
I usually try and say when I fall asleep, only bother me if it's urgent. I turn myself off.
Yeah, you have to. You can't be open all the time. You cannot be open all the time. That's just like a recipe for disaster.
Right. So, yeah, that's what I tell them.
They'll be knocking on your door constantly. You don't get any sleep.
So I say, when I go to sleep, only bother me if it's an absolute emergency. I'm closed. So you always want to leave yourself open a hair if there is an absolute emergency, but you want to basically close most of yourself off.
Yeah. So you can give them hours of the day where you are open. So whatever hours of the day that you're the most awake, you can say, okay, not from 8 to 5 or 10 to 7 or whatever it is for you. And you can do that. But yeah, I know everybody wants mediums, and the desire for mediums is going to grow. So yeah.
Yeah, we do have to have some privacy. And one is like, don't bother me. Like, yeah, I agree with that. Don't bother me in the bathroom. Don't bother me when I'm sleeping. Don't,
waking you up.
Right. Because that happened to me. Jimmy Buffett woke me up. To tell me that because I didn't shut myself off, he woke me up and told me what I should name a show.
If they know you're open, they're going to be hitting you all the time.
Right. Because they can see your light. Your light's like
they can see your light. Yeah. So the boundaries are really, really good. Right. Those are good boundaries.
Right. They are. So if we didn't answer your question, I apologize, and we will be back next week.
Don't get mad at us.
Yeah.
Don't be mad.
And we thank you definitely for your question, and we'll be back. And next week, if we didn't get your question, just put that you had asked the question this week, and I'll try and star those first so we get to them right away. So repost your question next week and say that you asked this week and we didn't get to you, and we'll hit you guys first next week and make sure we get you covered.
Right.
Okay. And I don't know if I wasn't on this last Thursday because of the house. And I don't know if I'll be on Wednesday or Thursday because the house goes up this Wednesday. So I'm not sure. So these weeks are going to be a little hectic for me, but I am going to try and do some type of live show this week. And then we have some surprises up for you guys coming.
Thanks everybody for coming. We really
and thanks for coming. We appreciate your support so much. You have no idea how much we appreciate your support. We really, really do.
We really do. Yeah.
So, and if you all have any ideas for anything you'd like us topics to discuss or anything, feel free, email Jenny or I. Our emails are in the chat, or, put something in a comment for the show, and, we'll see what we can do.
So is my email on your whatever? So it's Starfish Jennie at gmail.com.
Yes, it's in the description box.
Okay.
And we're going to get Jenny all set up in a better situation in a couple of weeks. Yeah, we are. Trust me, we are.
Okay.
So I'm going to do a healing for everybody in the chat.
Don't forget that one thing we talked about. What was it?
Yeah, how did... I'm trying to remember how I should have wrote it down.
You should have, because I can't remember either, but it was important.
Yeah, it was Metatron.
It was healing somebody of past trauma. Trauma.
No, that part. I mean, but the other thing.
Yeah.
Well, I'll work on it. I'll just go with what I have for now.
But the person in
the past life with the boat.
Yeah. That.
I asked the Akashic Record Masters to clear and release from all who are in the chat and all who will watch later all energy of all traumas that have been brought forth from all past, future, and concurrent lives on all cellular levels, in all timelines, and in all ancestral timelines, and in all space and time, and in between time. I ask that you clear the eyes, the memories, the feelings, and the emotions and the experiences of these traumas from all their cellular structures on all levels, in all timelines, and in all ancestral timelines, and all space and time, and in between time, in all lives, for the greatest good of all who are in the chat and all who will watch later, and the greatest good of all humanity. I ask that this be done as above, so below. It shall be done. It is done. And I thank our beloved Akashic Record Masters for the glorious healing you have bestowed upon all of us here tonight and all that will watch later. Thank you.
Okay.
And we will see all you guys next week, and I'll have a good week. And remember, have some fun and don't watch too much news.
No, don't watch any news.
Yeah, that's always good. So So bye-bye, everybody. Have fun.
Bye.
Okay.